Welcome to today's viral video, where we'll see how this kid turns a toy motor and a battery into a wild experiment. They failed again. After all, in this little-known high school with over 2,000 students, someone wants to take a shot. The 5th annual National Underwater Robot Competition. You're looking at a tech showdown with 32 elite universities. Among them is MIT, a frequent champion, crafting machines that not only look fierce but are also built with cutting-edge modules. But wait, who would believe that these 4 underdog high schoolers built a makeshift robot for just $700? In a field full of college students, they created a buzz. Believe it or not, this is a true story. If you still have hope for life, sit tight for this cobbled-together dream story by Oscar. Oscar just turned 18, across the board to join the military for citizenship, though he's quite outstanding. But lacking local birth documents, he got the boot again, and even a kind officer advised him to quit while he's ahead. If he gets sent back home, his hopeful mom awaits with open arms, so Oscar pretends he hit the jackpot. However, the happier mom becomes, the more heavily his heart sinks. One day, while surfing the web, he stumbled upon the 5th annual Underwater Robot Competition. Top 3 teams win scholarships and Fortune 500 job offers. Chances are slim, but hey, no trying means no hope at all. He dashed to the engineering club to find a teacher, only to be met with some serious annoyance. The principal promised no one would show up. Turns out, this new substitute teacher has a PhD from a tech company. After a tragic accident that cost him his daughter, he became a job-hopping shell of his former self. He actually just came here to slack off, and when he caught a glimpse of Oscar's competition flyer, his face immediately filled with disdain. He couldn't believe these students could actually build an underwater robot, let alone compete with the big schools. He wasn't even planning to stay long. And with that, he turned and walked away, but maybe he felt a flicker of being needed. With hope shining brightly in his eyes, Oscar began distributing flyers. One teacher suggested he find Chris, the programming genius of the school. Meanwhile, Chris was in a code frenzy, getting close to cracking a tough program. Out of nowhere, he got shoved by the bully, and game time commenced. Furious, Chris decided to put the bully in his place with a little hack. But after just a few lines of code, the computer froze. Let the real-life combat begin. Chris ran for his life, only to crash into Oscar. Was this fate or a setup? Our team just added a tech quiz, and Chris lived up to the title of genius. He whipped up the robot's blueprints just by looking at the flyer. Oscar couldn't wait to start building, but the teacher quickly threw down the first rule of engineering. You need real materials as a prerequisite for building a concept model until you make a concept model. They didn't want to waste cash, so Chris proposed a wireframe, stuffing foam for ballast while a toy motor took the power role. And thus, the opening scene unfolded, revealing Oscar's underwhelming DIY skills. Oscar pleaded for the teacher's help, but got a firm no in return. If he offers any form of non-theoretical assistance, the team would face disqualification. But then he thought of this handy kid, Arrow, who helped him fix his car on the first day. Just then Arrow swaggered by, pinpointed the problem, and threw out a price. Arrow, a lone wolf, had one mission: protect his brother with legal status. Poor Arrow, unfortunately caught red-handed by a teacher